Hey guys, me Monique. Coming to you guys with another video. Talking about my first day of alternative school, my first official day. It was very interesting. It's very different than, what I'm used to doing or whatever. And of course I was nervous again. And I got there and I was the very first one there. Like, I was there even before the teachers, because my parents had to work and they had to be there at a certain time, so it was really hard to get there early. But I got there and I was sitting out in the rain because it was raining, it was cold or whatever. So I was sitting out there and it wasn't long, probably like 10 minutes, and the teacher started showing up. So I got there and I went through the metal detector, and that was probably like my first time ever going into one. I rarely go to the airport if I'm going out of town or something, and I've never been through one before. But I went through it, and it was kind of scary because I was like, oh my god, am I going to have something in my pocket, or something I'm not supposed to have. But took your belt off, and flip your pockets inside out, and you show them, then you turn around and touch your back pocket, make sure nothing's in your pocket, and then you walk through it. Well, you don't walk through, but you stand in the middle of it so it can actually detect, and then you walk out. And then if you can't bring you can bring a jacket, but you can't wear it in class. So of course I bought a jacket because it was raining, and my mama had just gave me her jacket at the last minute. So he was checking in, and she had candy wrappers and pencils and pens and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, Mom. So that was kind of embarrassing or whatever. But you can only wear like the jackets that don't have a hood on it, and it has to be like a zip up. It can't be like a pullover or a hoodie or nothing with the hood on it. But I didn't wear no jacket or whatever. But yeah. And so then they have like this screen thing, and you just go back there and tuck your shirt back in and put your belt back on. So I did that. And the girls had to stand on one side of the wall and guys had to stand on the other side of the wall. So I was basically the first one there. And I started seeing more kids start coming. A lot of people that I recognize actually from our school, and Thompson and Pelham. Just a little bit of kids from out of everywhere or whatever. I saw a few. But so then I went to class, and we do a lot of work. I wouldn't say a lot of work, but it's just something. They give you work to keep you busy. Like, I think you do like 8 assignments all day, and they're not hard. They're common sense and they're easy, but they have something for you to do all day. Like, you're not just sitting there not doing anything. And for the first 5 days, you're on E level, which is basically you're doing easy work to be able to start rotating your other classes. So basically you just have one teacher for 5 days. So I have Ms. Wooler for 5 days, but since today's my actual first day, I'll probably have her Monday again before I start rotating. But anyways, so I start seeing the kids come in, and folks already acting a fool, and we haven't even started class yet. I was just like, oh my gosh. And me, I have like a really quick temper, and like I'm really quick to get an attitude. So I was really trying to get an attitude with those kids because I don't know them and they don't know me or whatever. But they was just being so disrespectful, and I was like, that's the reason why they there anyways. But anyways, going past that, I want to get more deep into the dress code. I know I said a little bit yesterday, but I wasn't really specific about it. You can only wear a solid color plaid or striped collared shirt or t-shirt, which is something like I have, or like a polo, or it just has to be solid. It can't have anything on it, or it can have stripes, or it can be like those flannel shirts. Like, can't be nothing else. Solid colored pants, free of holes and slits. It can't be them floral printed skinny jeans girls be wearing, or the pants with the holes the guys be wearing, and stuff like that. You have to wear a solid belt, neutral colors only, with appropriate belt buckle. So Like, I know a lot of white girls wear like those country belts with like the big buckle and have like the glitter on it. Like, you can't wear that. And you can't wear like bright color. You can't wear like a pink or yellow or green belt. You have to wear like black, white, tan, gray, you know, neutral colors. What else? Your hair is secured so that your eyes are visible. You know, I talked about that yesterday a little bit. Athletic shoes. You know, can't wear no flats, no heels, no sandals, nothing like that. Shirts and blouses tucked in at all times. I look like freaking SpongeBob today, like all day. Like, I never tuck in my shirt. Like, I never have tucked in my shirt, and I look like a freaking big hippopotamus walking around with an orange belt on today. And they said my belt was inappropriate. Well, it wasn't inappropriate, but it was too flashy. I have an orange belt or whatever, but I look like freaking Oswald, like walking around with my shirt tucked in. Like, I look like an idiot. But yeah. You can't sag. You know, I don't sag or whatever, but that's mostly for the dudes. You can't have cuffed pants or shorts. So basically, you can't wear capris because, you know, capris cuff at the bottom. So basically, you can't wear capris and you can't wear shorts. You can't wear skinny jeans. Like, you can wear skinny jeans because I wear skinny jeans, but I think what they're talking about are like the jeggings, like the leggings that look like pants. Like, you can't wear nothing like that. Long fingernails. Okay, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. But I don't know. You can't have any writings or pictures on shirts, pants, shorts, belts, and shoes. You can only have small logos like Polo, Nike, etc. So, you know, can't have no ruffles. You can't be like a sheer top, like you can see through it, or, you know, nothing like that. No cut shirts or blouses. You can't have that. The top of the blouse must be no more than 2 inches below the collarbone, which basically, like a blouse, like, it has to be like this. Like, it has to be at your freaking clavicle bone. So it can't be no lower. It can't be like, you know, down here, you know, stuff like that. It has to be covered up. No jewelry or watches. As you can see, I look plain Jane. I ain't got no jewelry on, no rings, no bracelet, no earrings, no necklace, no nothing. Oversized belt buckles, you know, I talked about that. No cell phones or any other electronic devices. Well, of course, if you have a freaking metal detector, why the heck would you bring a cell phone for? But you can't have that. You can't have lighters, which is basically a non-smoking, you know, area or whatever, so you can't have that. You can't have any gum, candy, or food. So, like, they have vending machines, but I don't get why you can't bring candy or food or drinks. I didn't get that, but whatever. Can't carry book bag, purse, or caps. So, girls, yeah. It's hard. So if you do your makeup, or you're so used to brushing and combing your hair, or putting lotion on, putting deodorant on, yeah, you gotta make sure you pack that on before you come to school, because you can't be like, oh, my hands are ashy, or oh, I need to fix my blush or my foundation. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to go look at a hot mess for 7 hours. So yeah. Can't bring wallets. Can't have any visible tattoos. Yeah, and if you do, you have to wear long sleeve or something that covers it up. You can't wear jackets. So basically, all you got is a long sleeve. You can't have money over $5. I talked a little bit about that yesterday. Can't have any physical contact whatsoever with fellow students. I don't know why they put that in the book when everybody and their mama and their daddy was talking in the hallway and in class today. I thought that was, you know, kind of awkward, but whatever. Can't have destructive hairstyles. That's self-explanatory. You can't have any talk related to drugs, alcohol, sex, violence, gang, or reason why you're here at the alternative school, or markings or altering point folders. And so that was kind of awkward and kind of hard for me because, you know, I'm new, and so everybody's staring at me, you know, stuff like that, and asking, oh, why are you here for? You know, it was hard, but, you know, you're just gonna have to tell them, or that you don't want to talk about it, or maybe we shouldn't talk about that, because the teachers in your class, they're like on you like 24/7, especially if you're on E-level and you have that one teacher like all day, like she's just walking around the classroom like the whole period. So it's not like you can sit up there and be like, oh well, I got in here for selling weed, or some stuff like that. So that's kind of a really difficult thing to talk about. Consequences for breaking the dress code. If you break it the first time, you get points off of your folder. Like I was talking about that yesterday. You get grade for everything that you do all day. So if you are out of dress code, they just take off one of those points. So you can only get like 4 out of 5 out of the whole day or whatever. The second time you get 3 points off, so you can only get like 2 out of 5. Then the third time you have Saturday school. Oh my god, let me tell y'all about Saturday school. I thought this was crazy. You can't not miss none of your 40 days, or however many days you are 20/40, or however many days you're there. You cannot miss not one day. They said that if you miss a day, that you have to spend however many hours that you miss for Saturday school. Like say for instance, I go to school from like 8 to 12 and I go to the doctor's. Okay, well if I don't come back and like serve my hours, I have to come back for Saturday school. Like say for instance, okay, I go to the doctor from 8 to 12. That means I'm gonna have to come to Saturday school from 12 to 3. I mean not 12 to 3, but from like 8 to like 11, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like Saturday school is from 8 to 12. So if I miss 2 hours or 3 hours of school, I had to come for school for those 3 hours, if that makes any sense. So you can't be sick. I mean, you can be sick, you can have a dentist appointment, all that stuff. You just have to come to Saturday school to make up for those hours. So I thought that was crazy. But yeah, and if you don't come to Saturday school, they will add a day to your alternative school. Like if you'll come Saturday, instead of having 40 days, you'll have 41 days. So they just keep adding days to the days you don't come. But that was the dress code or whatever. And so I just think the dress code is just crazy. But it's just gonna be some time for me to just getting used to or whatever. But yeah, but I mean that was my first day, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. The kids were nice. We were able to have time to talk to each other and stuff like that, and they were really nice. And not a lot of them are not bad kids. Like I said yesterday, a lot of them are just people who just made simple mistakes or whatever. But yeah, that was my first day or whatever. And oh yeah, they give you homework every day, but it's not like they do at school. Like at school, you don't take all your 7 core classes like homework home with you. Like, you don't have English and science and math and like all that in one day. Like they have specific days or what they choose. Like Monday will be, I'm not sure what Monday is, but I know today was history, and maybe tomorrow is like science, and Thursday is like math, and you don't have any homework on Friday. So basically you have like all your core classes for each day. So I thought that was really cool, and more lenient on us, so we wouldn't have so much work, because we already have work to be able to turn in and do at the school that you came from. So I thought that was really not so heavy on the students too as well. But that was my first day, and it was interesting, and I kind of enjoyed it somewhat. It was very interesting. And yeah, oh yeah, no, I almost forgot. They treat us like we were in kindergarten. Like we probably had like, I don't know, maybe like 5 bathroom breaks today, and like when you leave at, like they'll call you up by grade or whatever, or they'll call you by the people who finish their work up first, and you have to line up in a single file line. And before you leave, they check to see if your shoes are tied in a knot. They make sure your shirt is tucked in all the way around, and they make sure that you have a belt. And they do that every time you go to for a bathroom break. And so you have to walk on the third, like how the floors are in tiles or whatever. So you have to walk on the third the third row, and you have to walk on like every square. Like you can't step out of line, or you can't touch the wall. Like you have to walk in a single file like this, like against the line. Like you can't step out or nothing like that. And I thought that was crazy. And you go to the bathroom one by one. So there's like 20 people in my class, so you're waiting on 19 other people to go to the bathroom. And it's only they only have like 3 stalls anyway. So, but you go one by one, and that's the same for lunch. You walk in a single file line everywhere. Whether you're going to somebody else's classroom, whether you're going to the office, like you have to walk in a single file line. And also you do that for lunch too. And lunch, for E-level, you bring your food back to the classroom, which is basically you can't have lunch with the other students. But you know, the class that you were in with anyways, for your E-level, you'll be eating with them. But once you finish your 5 days in E-level, you'll go down to the other levels or whatever, and you'll be able to eat with the other kids. But you can't sit next to them. Like, there'll be a student here, and there'll be empty seat, then a student here, then an empty seat, then a student here. Like, you have to skip every other seat. So basically, you basically are sitting next to each other, but you're just not sitting like this. Like, you're basically sitting like this. So I thought that was crazy or whatever. But the food is good. It's better than what our school serves, actually. A lot better, actually. It tastes like food and looks like food. But yeah, and the lunch ladies were nice. They were sweet or whatever. And the teachers are really nice too. I basically like the whole faculty and staff. They make you feel at home. Like, they don't make you feel like, well, you come to a bad place, so we're going to treat you like a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Like, they treat you the way how you want to be treated. So that was my first day, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I'm really kind of looking forward of how tomorrow's going to go. So I just want to share with you guys that. So please share and like and comment on it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday.